Before this video starts, just a huge disclaimer to sneakerheads and lovers of the Jordan 1. The footage you're going to see in this video may disturb you, because I beat the hell out of my Jordan 1s while I tested them as a CrossFit shoe. So the idea came about from a combination of years of testing shoes like the high top versions of the Nobles and more recently the Go Ruck Ballistic Trainers, as well as when I went to the Rogue Invitational here in Austin, I saw the strongmen wearing Jordans. It's actually a pretty common shoe in strongman competitions because of the combination of the minimalist sole design, which is fantastic for lifting real heavy weights, and the durability in comparison to Chucks and Vans. Actually, up until 2011, when the first Nanos came out, the general fitness shoes were things like Chucks, Vans, and Jordans. You probably saw less Jordans because of the retail price by comparison, but it was even an old school skate shoe. By the way, fun fact I learned while researching for this video, did you know that Nike actually made the first ever cross-training shoe way back in 1987? It was created by the legendary Nike designer Tinker Hatfield, who was responsible for things like the Air Max 1 and the Jordans 3 through 15. There just wasn't a market for it, and it failed. The only person that seemed interested in it as far as pro athletes go was John McEnroe. Probably makes sense why Nike waited 4 years after the release of the Nano to try their hand with the Metcon. Bad memories. I have to say the Jordan 1 is my all-time favorite silhouette and would love to one day get my hands on the Chicagos. But what I have here are the Phantom Reds, which I bought at a deep discount because this colorway just wasn't popular. But I really liked it. So for the beauty of science, I risked destroying them also for content. And I gotta tell you, they were great after one slight modification. So I started working on them as they are, and from a deadlifting and back squat standpoint, they were fantastic, which makes sense as the strongmen use them for lifting weights much, much, much heavier than I can. But where it fell short were things like Olympic lifts, cardio, and plyometrics. Despite me having pretty decent ankle mobility, I would appreciate just a slight heel drop. So I took the anatomical insoles out of my ballistic trainers and they fit perfectly in my Jordans. And that was a huge game changer. And with the leather exterior, this added cushioning built into the Jordan 1, I'd wear these over Nobles. From an aesthetic standpoint, they would be the absolute best looking training shoes you could possibly buy. I don't know what it is about cross-training shoes that companies, including Nike, who makes the Jordan 1, can't simply make their shoe look like this. The insoles made running feel better, and stability in snatches and cleans also felt better. You don't want a lot of cushioning, but just a little to absorb some shock while running also doesn't hurt. Just a little bit. And as far as gymnastics movements, they are definitely heavier than a shoe designed for it, which felt a bit off, but something that was easily overcome the more I used them. However, going back to the Metcon, the weight off my feet was very noticeable. The shoe also had some issues with side-to-side movements, which is pretty surprising with it being a basketball shoe. But then again, I don't know if the Jordans are manufactured nowadays with the idea that anyone is going to be wearing these things on a basketball court. I also even did rope climbs, which is a surprising focus, at least to me it is, of a lot of shoes. It's discussed in the design of the ballistic trainers with their ballistic nylon, the Nobles with their super fabric, and the Metcon 7s with their wraparound rope protection. Again, is anyone climbing rope so much that it's going to completely destroy their shoes? Not me, but anyway. I did rope climbs in the Jordan 1s and they felt fine. I never really feel the effects of the designs on the other shoes to help anyway, or maybe I just suck at rope climbs, which is very likely. So in the end, I gotta say that if these were my all-around CrossFit shoe, I don't think there'd be anything that I fell short in or had detrimental performance because of these. Now, the other question is it smart to buy a shoe that retails at $160 and then modify it for something it shouldn't be used for, like cross-training? Probably not. But this was kind of an exercise in understanding that the designs of specialty shoes isn't always necessary. For lifting weights, minimal cushioning is a big focus, but with cross-training, you just need a little bit of cushion for the cardio and plyo movements. So that's it. I'm officially retiring these babies back to leisure wear, but did enjoy using them, and I look pretty damn good in them. So if you like this video, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button if you loved it, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when more reviews come out. I'm trying my best to release a new podcast episode every Monday and new review videos every Wednesday and Friday. So stay tuned and I will see you in the next one.